Let's get to Tucker Bounds. He is a spokesperson for the McCain campaign. We've gotten the headline, Tucker, that he will be. Why? What went into the decision?
Well, this is a debate that we weren't running from. This is a debate, in fact, we're eager to have. So John McCain, recognizing that we've made significant progress in moving toward a responsible negotiation of a rescue plan that Americans need.
Tell me what significant progress he saw.
Well, he sees certain elements on Capitol Hill brought into the negotiations in a responsible way. We need to bring everyone to the table, and they need to have an equal voice so that we can move forward and put together the type of negotiation and agreement that Americans are depending on right now.
How close does the senator see that to an agreement are we? I know that he met with GOP members this morning.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Jane, we should look back at yesterday. I think what Americans depended on when John McCain suspended his advertising, canceled some campaign events, and said we're going to go back to Washington and work hard. What Americans did see was a lot of rancor and partisanship in Washington yesterday, a lot of the unfortunate things that John McCain's trying to get beyond. And what we're seeing this morning is a different tenor. And that was John McCain up on Capitol Hill, patching together different constituencies on Capitol Hill so that we could move toward the solutions that we really need.
You know, Tucker, there have been criticisms among Democrats saying that John McCain hasn't contributed so much. You described it as him patching together. Mm-hmm. What has he specifically done? Are you saying that this deal is coming together because of him, his actions this morning?
Well, Jane, what you have to understand is John McCain is an enormously credible Republican figure, and he's enormously credible with conservative Democrats and independents. So when he comes to Capitol Hill and he's able to have meetings and be able to hold hat in hand and say, you know, there are some principles that I'm forced to compromise, unfortunately, for the betterment of this country and for the capital markets, we are going to have to make some concessions, Democrats to Republicans, Republicans to Democrats. The administration's going to have to be a more honest broker on these situations. What we're seeing is a positive contribution from a man that's demonstrated leadership and has credibility on these issues, and that's invaluable.
Tucker, we heard Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid a short time ago basically say, without naming John McCain, say that the reason this thing broke down last night or ended up in, well, some tense situations there was because of John McCain's presence, that he infused presidential politics, and he was the reason that things got so heated and didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. You know, Jane, those types of remarks are just unfortunate. If you know, the reports coming out of the meeting yesterday at the White House, where all the players were at the table and they were able to get together and try and work toward the solution that we really do need.
Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, former presidential candidate on the Republican side, said about John McCain's decision to throw out there the idea of delaying this debate, quote, huge mistake. And Huckabee said, you can't just say, world, stop for a moment. I'm going to cancel everything.
I don't agree with Governor Huckabee. You know, there are times when we're in agreement for this campaign. There are times that we're not. But sometimes the world does need to slow down and take a stop and look at a real crisis in the making. These are the things that our American economy depend on, and that's a whole lot more important than political posturing, presidential debates, or any other factor that, frankly, the American families don't really depend on.